Yeah, I think my favorite part of the process so far would have to be early on in the process when the cast and I were doing research about conversion therapy histories. And we were digging into some very deep, dark, and traumatic literature about all of the different ways that people have tried to cure people of being queer or trans or any sort of non-cis male, female binary existence. And those readings were heavy. And that rehearsal was very heavy, and a lot of emotions were brought up. A lot of anger and frustration about the fact that these things are still happening. And then to sort of exercise that from the room, we just like had a dance party and played some music and just let the kids sort of dance out all of these feelings and sort of dance and live and laugh and breathe for all of these people that aren't able to stand where we are and live as their true selves out in the open. And it was a really beautiful and free moment of just like, rehearsal randomness that we were watching it happen and we're like, oh no, that is beautiful. And that has now made it into the play in a very beautiful and substantial way. So that's probably my favorite little moment of like serendipity that's occurred in the process. What I love about this kind of work and working with young people in particular is that they are so willing to play and explore and just go on the ride. They're so much less hung up about like, they're an actor, so they're only going to do this, or they're only going to do this, or whatever, what have you. They're like, we want to try anything and everything that's going to help bring this story to life. And that is a very rewarding and rejuvenating feeling to get to work opposite as a director that I don't often get when I'm working in the professional world. And at the same time, getting to see the growth of the cast from the beginning of the process to the end of the process in their acting work and in their personal work is really, really cool. And when you're working with adults, you don't often see growth in the same way because they're adults and they're not trying to share that part of their life with you. But when you're working in the educational space, that's something that is happening in the room and you are a witness to it. And it is really exciting to see how far they come over the course of a process.